Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the juicy gossip from Sweetberry World. Do my coworkers pick on me? That's what everybody's tuning in. They saw the headline. They want to know. Do your coworkers pick on you? Well, it depends on your definition. It depends on your definition of pick on. If we're looking at Webster's dictionary and the real definition of being picked on, I would potentially say, yeah, I do get picked on. But there's nothing I can do about it. If I say stop picking on me, they're gonna pick on me more. If I tell on them, they're gonna say, no, it's not bad. It's been good. It's been a good kind of picking on. It really depends on the mood you're in, but generally, I'm pretty relaxed. I've not been picked on to the point where I felt like it was too much. However, there's been a couple of moments. Actually, I take that back. I take it all back. Oh yeah, I've been picked on. But I can't be very specific, see? Because these people might be watching this video. And if I call anybody out, boy, I'm sure they'll fight tooth and nail. And they'll pick on me more. But it's not my normal coworkers. It's like, if I go into training, there's this one guy. And he's like some old drill sergeant. He's been around for 30 years. He knows his stuff. I'm not going to discredit him. He definitely knows his stuff. But let's say it's a group of 20 people getting the training done. They've all picked partners. They've all decided you're my partner. I'm usually the last guy to get picked, believe it or not. I don't understand, but I am not picked. I feel like elementary school, being the last kid to be picked. Except I'm an adult, and I don't know if this is just exclusively at my job or if this is just actually reality. But since I started my new job, I have been the weakest link as far as, somebody wanting to be on my team. Usually halfway into a training, somebody will have a little pity on me. Or they'll see how I'm being roughed up by one of the trainers unnecessarily, and they'll feel sorry and say, "You want to join us?" That's usually what happens. See, the thing is, I don't typically preemptively try to ask people to be my partner, but I've seen it where the strategy is you ask a couple weeks ahead for somebody to be your partner in the training, and then you ain't got no worries. But see, I'm needing to partner up with this drill sergeant dude that's been around for 100 years. And anyway, we were practicing this little technique, and I'll just say it. We were testing out pressure points. And anyway, this guy, there was a 10-minute break, okay, before they started the pressure points. There was a 10-minute break, and I had to use the restroom, so I waited very politely for everybody else to do their stuff. Then, I went and did my stuff. But I walked in just a hair late. They'd already started explaining what they were going to do. Everybody was partnered up except me. And, before I knew it, they said, everybody got it? I didn't want to be the guy that says I don't get it. Right? Everybody got it. So, all of a sudden, before I knew what hit me, I'm partnered up with this expert guy who knows everything about pressure points, and I got to do the pressure point on him. Well, in my mind, I don't normally, try to put the pain on people, so I just mocked it up. I just put my thumb, behind his ear, and I didn't push, I didn't want to hurt him. He's like, an elder. I respect my elders. I thought we were just mocking things up. And he immediately rips into me. And he's like, well, you're not pushing hard enough. Do you know what you're doing? And I'm like, yeah, I know what I'm doing, but at this point, all the attention's basically on me. Everybody in the class is looking, and I'm a little nervous now. And he's talking to me like I don't know what I'm doing or something. I got the whole, like, I knew that you push right there, but I didn't know I was supposed to, like, give it to him. Like, anyway. So, So I try again, a little harder, but I still was like, it's my natural thing to be gentle. But, that really drove him over the edge. And he really, rips into me, and he's like, oh, you're not pushing hard enough, And I'm like, oh, geez, you want it? Okay. So then, I go for it. And anyway, so that it was just like pretty intense, It was an intense moment. He's like, yeah, that was better, or whatever. But then it was my turn, and he must have let out all 30 years of his pent-up aggression onto my pressure point. He pulled my head back about as far as it could go. If it went any further, it would have snapped right off. And just yammed his finger right into that pressure point. Like, holy mackerel. I couldn't say anything, but I got three of those bad boys. He did it again, and he did it again. Kind of aggressively, in my opinion, but he's one of the top dogs, and I didn't really appreciate it. But anyway, what am I gonna do? And then it was another pressure point, and this time, like, I knew the mission. I'm gonna actually apply, pressure here, and shock him, and I did it. He did it to me, but I think he was kind of sorry for going a little aggressive on me, because he did we were doing it 3 times. He did the first jaw pressure point, like, pretty good. The second one, he was lighter. The third one, he was lighter. So I think that was his special way of telling me that we were good. Just subtle little, like, I could feel that he was going light on me. But yeah, no, that was I mean, if the title of this is "My Coworkers Are Picking on Me," I would say that when I'm in training, this undisclosed elder statesman has singled me out and has ripped into me. But I think he's reading me all wrong. He's reading me like I'm the weakest link when I'm just I'm a nice guy. I mean, if I have to, apply some of these techniques for somebody who's out of control, I mean, I will have no problem doing it. It's just that, am I gonna try to hurt my coworker? It's not my natural, go-to move to do that. So I'm just a little more reserved, but, it's okay. It's okay. If I can survive, if I can survive that stuff, that's probably worse than, anything else. And I did. But I might need counseling. Anyway, I got my latte. It's a lavender latte, small, with half the pumps of whatever they put in here. Because I really don't need the sugar. I really don't need the latte. It feels nice to have something like warm in my hand. It just feels like, luxury. But anyway, I'm on a mission today. This morning I'm going to be looking at a house just for fun. It's kind of expensive. It needs a lot of work, but it's in a nice area. Kinda. And I'm curious. So I'm just gonna go take a gander for fun, watch the sunrise. It's a little chilly to go on a hike. I could potentially do like a morning hike, but I'm not sure. I don't feel motivated per se. I could go to Menards and kind of hang out a little bit. I am supposed to pick up some Valentine's Day gifts for my children. So I'll probably do that before I go check out this house. I think I got an appointment to see this house for 9 o'clock this morning. So that's another couple hours away. So it should give me enough time to go get a little gift for my children. But short of that, man, my sleep did not pan out very good yesterday. Full transparency. I used to be a park ranger many years ago. And when I was younger, I developed a goal to be a national park ranger. And I got some pretty cool opportunities to work in Yellowstone National Park, Glacier National Park, with the Army Corps of Engineers as a park ranger on the Mississippi River. And then I got offered a job to be a park ranger with the Army Corps of Engineers at the Bonneville Dam, which is on the Columbia River on the border of Washington State and Oregon. But my wife had signed up to be a teacher, and she wanted to finish her teaching contract. When you're a teacher, you sign a contract to teach for a year, and she wanted to honor that, and I respected that. And we just had our twin boys, and they were about 6 months old, maybe 7, when I got the job offer. And it was so far away that, I wouldn't have been able to visit my family much for like 6 months or 5 months or so. And that just seemed like too high of a price. So I ended up not taking that job. But by not taking that job, I hurt my chances of becoming a national park ranger. So I tried to salvage things by working that summer or that following summer at Glacier National Park, but it was just a seasonal job. And then at the end of the season, I took care of my boys, and I just tried to apply for other full-time jobs, and I found one with the U.S. Forest Service in South Dakota, working at a Job Corps center where they teach young adults like job skills, and it's like a residential kind of a situation. So I worked the night shift. It was full-time, and it was with the federal government, and I thought that could have been a springboard to get a full-time job with the Park Service eventually. But I don't know, working nights, being away from my family, because I did decide to go 6 months away from my family. My boys were about 1.5 years at that point. But it wasn't worth it. So I was driving 1,400 miles round trip on my weekend off, basically driving 24 hours so I could spend 24 hours with my wife and children. And I did that for 5 months. And it was hard. So I decided to come back home, and I had a job that I learned about while working there with Boys Town. And I could work with my wife, and I could bring my kids with, and we could help at-risk kids. And that was awesome, and we got that job offer. And we did that for 4 years, helping at-risk kids. But then the pandemic hit, and things got weird, and I had another child, my daughter Zoe. So we ended up moving back to Wisconsin. Anyway, fast forward 5 years after we moved back to Wisconsin, I was driving school bus, taking care of my kids, doing this YouTube channel, trying to build my farm up. Did I mention driving a school bus? And then my daughter finally got into school, like kindergarten and preschool, so I had more free time. But then it became kind of necessary to make money, so I got a really nice job. The one where my coworkers pick on me, but it's not bad. And it's great. It's an amazing job. It pays really well. I couldn't do better as far as pay goes. And it's an exciting job. Like it's definitely like it keeps me on my toes. I like it. It's challenging. Definitely has its challenges, but but I went to college to be a park ranger. I have all that park ranger experience. There's not a lot of park ranger jobs where I live. But I saw something pop up on my radar, and I thought, why not? Let's apply just for fun. It's way too far away. I would have to drive like 4 hours a day to get to my job and back home. Like, it's not realistic. And the pay is way less. But you know what? Just so I don't have any regrets, and just to try for fun, I applied to a park ranger job, and they must have thought my resume was pretty good. I was overqualified for what the job description said. And I got invited to a first round interview. It was a real short one, 15 minutes. And I did that yesterday. Now, I'm not trying to leave my current job. This is just like, it just felt like, because of my history and my past and how much effort I put into being a park ranger, even though I haven't been a park ranger in 12 years, it just felt like, maybe I should try, just for fun, just see what happens. Anyway, had the first round interview yesterday. I don't think it went very well. It was supposed to be 15 minutes. We were done in 10. I think I was the last time slot for this first round. So I was probably the last guy. I think my resume is impressive, but the way I answered the questions, I don't know. It was hard to judge. They kind of had monotone faces. I didn't answer the questions deeply. Like the first question, tell us why you applied. Tell us your background and everything. I think I did pretty good. But then I don't even remember the questions after that. They gave me 2 more questions. And I said, a lot instead of elaborating. And I knew I was saying that in my head, but I don't know. Like, it was a little, I don't know. I feel like they should have gave me the full 15 minutes, but they asked me 3 questions. There was 5 minutes left, and they said, we'll let you know if you're moving forward to the second round. And it was like they didn't really show a lot of personality, and I don't know. I didn't feel like I connected, but it's all good. It was something that I didn't have to do. I didn't have to apply. I didn't have to do the interview, but I think it was good practice. No regrets, right? I'm not going to have to wonder, if I could have been a park ranger around where I currently live. I don't know, man. I feel like I need to move to a different state if I want to be a park ranger. I think they have more opportunities in like Texas, North Carolina, out west, like Oregon, Washington. I'm always seeing park ranger jobs out in those locations. I mean, that would require a pretty big move. Housing prices are ridiculous, and I'm gonna literally look at a house today. It's $180,000. It looks like it has asbestos siding, and everything would have to be gutted. It's insane. It's on an acre. It's expensive. I'd probably be better off buying a piece of land and building a tiny house, or just, the smallest house possible. But like make it open concept so I can put bunk beds in there. I don't know. But anyway, housing's pretty expensive. So like, and it would hurt because I have a pretty nice farm. It's on a river. Like, I've been working hard on it for the last 5 years. Like, you know what I mean? A lot of sweat equity. It would be really painful to like sell that, to move. I'd be making less than I'm making now. Like, in any situation where I became a park ranger, I would be making less. I would have to sell pretty much everything I have well, I don't have a lot. I'd have to sell the tractor. I'd have to sell, a lot of the stuff that I have. Personally, I don't have a lot. I have a lot of like camera equipment for YouTube. Like, I think I could fit all of my personal items in this van. But I have a family of 7, so there's no way I would need 7 van loads, and we'd still have to have stuff. But anyway, wishful thinking. And part of me wants to like build this YouTube channel into a situation where I could be a park ranger, but like on YouTube. But I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to build my channel. And I think, like I've said before, I think I've kind of messed up my algorithm to the point where there's no viewers tuning into live streams, no viewers watching my videos. I mean, I've rewatched my videos and I'm like, the audio's bad. I could use a lot more transitions, B-roll, more talking points that are like educational. Like, my videos aren't that good, but I don't know how to find time or energy to actually make videos good enough to the point where YouTube could be my job, and I could be in nature, and I could go on hikes and take my children on hikes. Like, Outdoor Boys can do that, but if I was the Outdoor Boys, I don't think you can replace them. I think people would just think you're a copycat. Even though, like, I have videos from before the time that the Outdoor Boys were the Outdoor Boys, where I was doing outdoor boy things. In fact, I just posted a YouTube short of me hiking a mountain on the Appalachian Trail probably before, well, I don't know. I don't know what the oldest Outdoor Boy video is when he had his kids on the video. Maybe I'm wrong. I know I have videos from like 2021, 2019. I might be able to find stuff from like 2013, 2014, 2015, but I just wasn't making videos when I should have been. Kind of like wasted time. Like, I think the golden age for growing YouTube channels was like 2010 to 2020. But it's alright. I'm also in my learning phase. From when I started posting consistently. It's only been 3.5 years of posting consistently. And I even at that, I still haven't consistently posted long form content. I consistently posted YouTube shorts, but like the long form content, I've not been consistent. And I would say maybe the last 2 or 3 months, I've been trying to be more consistent with long form. But it's not perfected long form video. It's like I'm still making lazy videos, even though they are long form. And the long form are the ones that help you monetize your channel and help you grow. But I've posted a ridiculous amount of YouTube shorts that are so random, and a lot of my long form don't connect. They're really random videos of just things I do in my random life. And they're lazy videos, so like people will watch 2 minutes of it and they don't necessarily care about who I am as a person or consider me an entertainer. They're just like, who's this random dude? And I think they switch off and they don't appreciate like the whole body of my work, which is hard to do. I think if you saw like all my videos and like knew my story, that'd be different. I'd probably get more views. My videos would probably do better. I could probably be like a YouTube influencer type person, but I'm just not making videos that make that connection or that are so exciting and watchable all the way through that, oh, let me watch another one from that guy. I mean, I think I got a couple of people out there that are pretty consistent, but I mean, those are like the true OG day oneers. Like, I mean, I got somebody watching right now, but they're the exception to the rule. Holy cow, that's a beautiful skyline. There's no clouds, so the sunrise isn't like super pretty, but like it's hazy on the horizon, and the sun is, you know, we got some red, some yellow, some blue. It's kind of pretty. Anyway, where am I at? So I think what I'm gonna do is, there's a Walmart here. I might run in and do a little bit of Valentine's Day shopping because I'm not gonna see that house for another couple hours. There is a Menards, but I don't know if I think I would go to Menards to check out like garden supplies because 'tis the season for like starting plants and stuff. I might get a bag of like seed starter dirt or whatever potentially, because it will be time to start planting seeds inside my house. But anyway, I don't know. You see, guys, my life is just so busy that I have so many different talking points and they don't necessarily gel. Talking about coworkers picking on me, talking about jobs, talking about family, talking about life, talking about YouTube. I mean, it's so hard for me to have a niche. You know what I mean? I mean, I could probably have 4 channels to talk about those 4 things, which I should try. I should really try, and then another channel just for hiking, you know? And I think if you niche down and you give people value for that niche, you grow, and then you can add all the other components of your life into the same channel. But like, I really think I've jacked up my algorithm, and it's scary because I put so much work and effort and consistency into Sweetberry World that, like, I don't know, it seems like every video I post doesn't hit. Like, Sweetberry World is almost like a Mr. Beast 2 channel. Like, because there's not a main channel with a main topic with like a thirsty audience. This is just kind of like my hidden channel. Like Ryan Trahan has a hidden channel and he's got a small crew of people and he can do random stuff that's not heavily edited. So I almost feel like if I niched down and started a new channel, that channel could almost grow and actually monetize before this one does. So I don't know. I'm just theorizing with like what I know and what I've seen and what I've studied for doing YouTube, but I almost feel like Sweetberry World's gonna end up being my secret channel. even though it's my main channel right now. But I don't know what I'm talking about, guys. I mean, person. We got comments. We got Poop Eater. It's Duolingo. Missed your streams, man. Okay, so why did you go from Duolingo to Poop Eater? Because I'm not sure Poop Eater is a good name. It almost feels like an insult to your intelligence. You know what I mean? Like, why? Maybe there's a story behind it, or you think it's hilarious. But tell me why you've chosen. Tell me why you've chosen that name. I'm not trying to put you down. Maybe it's the best name ever. And maybe you're not here anymore because I've been talking for 35 minutes. When I'm driving, I do not read comments, guys. I'm focused entirely on the road. But appreciate the comments. That does help. When people comment, it actually helps the algorithm, shows Google that I am not crazy for live streaming. But anyway, I'm a busy guy. I have a lot of dreams. I have a lot of ambition. But it's really hard to implement everything I want to do. I'm telling you what, guys. If my channel was like monetized, I'd be making some amazing videos. I have money. You know what I mean? Like, I have enough money where I could probably sustain a year's worth of videos if my channel was monetized. Like, I would consider like spending some money to do like travel videos, hiking videos, like actual good videos that people want to watch, like things that like tickle your mind. But I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know how far away we are from that, or if this channel is just like basically a sitting duck. I feel like it is. I feel like I did some things that probably hurt organic growth. I did purchase some ads for my videos with YouTube. So I kind of thought like, oh, if I put my videos out in front of people, like maybe my audience will grow. Maybe I'll get more views. Maybe I can monetize. And I did get a lot of subscribers when I posted ads for my videos. But, you know, at some point, it's like, okay, my channel didn't monetize, and I don't want to buy ads anymore, you know? And I've seen some other gurus that talk about YouTube growth, and, you know, they basically imply that buying ads is kind of a double-edged sword. Yeah, you get growth, but then YouTube kind of likes your money, and they don't post your videos organically anymore, because they're like, well, if you're going to be a paying customer and buy ads to push your videos out, then we don't need to do it organically. I don't know if that's a theory, but I definitely know that my long form videos that I'm posting, like I'm getting 20 views, 30 views, 40 views, 50 views. And those views they're not watching the entire video. My average watch time, 2 minutes, 4 minutes. I don't even know if I've cracked four whole minutes on a video. And I don't know what to do. I do know that you need to be attractive on YouTube. Let's face it. Like, you need to be attractive. I've never been known to be attractive. I mean, maybe I was decent like 10 or 15 years ago. But, you know, working with at-risk kids, having like 6 kids in my house, living a stressful life. I mean, my life's not super stressful, but I mean, I have lived life. Like I've tried things, I failed, I've worked hard. I'm currently working hard. Like, I mean, you know, I still have hair, but I'm not necessarily like, you know, a showstopper. And I'm not trying to be. Like, it's like I'm married, I have kids, you know, like I don't really care about being attractive. But let's face it, if you're gonna make videos, I think that goes a long way, because then you're able to hold people's attention. People like, you know, like to look at attractive people. So I think, you know, I just don't have, you know, the Fabio looks, and there's nothing wrong with admitting that. I think that ship has sailed. But, you know, I've seen other people have YouTube channels that aren't much to look at, and they're successful. So it's like, you know, maybe that's not holding me back. You know, what about my personality? I don't know. I have a unique personality. You know, I'm not afraid to, you know, embarrass myself or whatever. I don't share as much. I don't go on a personal deep level as much as I probably should. Maybe I need to be more relatable and talk about my struggles more, so I can like relate to people who are struggling. Because I'm certainly not going to relate to successful people or people who want to be successful, even though I'm pretty successful for somebody who has struggled as much as I have. I'm pretty successful, and I'm pretty optimistic, which I think is inspirational. I think there's a lot of people out there that struggle but kind of give up, and they're not pursuing things. And I think I can be an inspiration to some people. You know, maybe that's my purpose. Maybe I'll never be able to monetize my videos, but maybe I'll be able to inspire one person or something like that. Maybe that's enough. That I would like that. That's kind of the whole point, is making a difference in the world if I can somehow. I don't know how, but maybe I just got to keep going. Anyway, I got to get my kids some Valentine's Day presents, according to my wife. Technically, Valentine's Day is like a made-up holiday to help people make money. But, you know, it's like, I do love my children, so I suppose, you know, if they can get Valentine's Day stuff from their friends at school, I can give them something special, you know. It'll be good. It'll be good. So I'm gonna look for some cool stuff. It'd be fun to like live stream in there, but Walmart always plays like stuff that'll get you copyright stricken. So and most of the time, like, the signal in a Walmart's not very good. I'd have to put it on mute. I don't know if that would be a good live stream anyway. But maybe I'll take a video of me getting some Valentine's Day presents and post it or whatever. I miss the days when I used to just post random videos that I thought were funny. Like me slipping on a banana peel, or like I was happier, you know? But lately, you know, with my new job and everything, and I'm trying to balance stuff, like, and I'm realizing that I'm not monetizing my channel by making random funny YouTube shorts. I need to make long form content. But I don't know, man. I'm not Ryan Trahan. You know, that guy's funny. He's good looking. And he can make content like nobody's business. And I'm old, you know? And like most people my age, they're interested in like retirement accounts and like hobbies and how to get better at something. They don't want to watch like some random 40-year-old dude acting like he's 10. I mean, that's the cold, harsh truth. I mean, some people are cool. They don't mind. And it's kind of funny. It's kind of fun to like play a character. But I don't know. So many deep thoughts. So many deep thoughts to have. I mean, I'm at Walmart. I could easily make a video of some sort. You know, like a full video. I just don't know what it would be. Like, I just don't have the imagination to like make something that people want to watch. Like, I went to Walmart to buy Valentine's Day presents. Like, that could be a vlog, you know, or something. Like, I could get 50 views. I think if I just like, if I want to monetize my channel and like actually become a full-time YouTuber, I need to take more chances. I mean, I'm never gonna do like those annoying videos where you're like making jokes of people or like doing practical jokes and stuff. Like, I'm not that kind of person. And I don't know, like, I kind of like being kind to people, but I mean, how do you hold a camera and like help somebody who needs help, you know, and do it for the camera? Like, that isn't really my heart. But at the same time, it's like the world does need more of that, and they need to see people being kind. Like, you got to bring that kind of energy into the world, you know, because there's a lot of negative videos out there. I mean, there's so many arguments to be made, like, oh, you're just, you know, getting rich off of helping poor people or whatever. Like, if you're helping somebody, you know, there's just negativity. But then if there aren't those kind of videos, there's a lot of negative videos out there. So it's like, okay, what do you want, a world where the person helping somebody is, you know, doing it for a negative reason? And you also want all the negative videos out there too? Like, it's just 100% negativity at that point. And then the negative people making the negative comments, it just perpetuating negativity. That's my opinion. I've heard, like, there's people out there bashing Mr. Beast and stuff. Oh, it's just a tax write-off. Well, the people saying all that negative stuff is just like, okay, let's be 120% negative. I think there's always going to be people talking negative, you know, even about positive stuff. So then, person has to be brave and like make positive content, you know. That's kind of what I want to do. Like, I just want to walk into Walmart and like see a cashier and just like kind of like read their soul and like help them out, you know. They're making like $17 an hour and their car is breaking down, and like you just read that on somebody and be like, bless them, you know, post it. Like, people need heartwarming stories. I think that's what Mr. Beast does pretty well. Like, it's pretty crazy. I mean, you're never going to be Mr. Beast, but that's just the biggest example, you know. I think it's cool. But then, I don't know. Is that a niche? That's kind of its own channel? I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, I'm just talking about how I'm struggling to like find a solid footing for this channel, and how I need to like niche down to build my audience, to monetize this channel, to really go full time on the content. But in a perfect world, my content would be adventure. I'd be hiking, exploring, looking at animals and pretty stuff and flowers and waterfalls, and like hiking and tenting and outdoor boysing. I don't really hunt, but I would take photos for the hunting portion. I don't hunt ptarmigan like Mr. Outdoor Boy, but I don't know. I like nature. I feel like at peace. I feel like, you know, closer connected to the creator. Not the content creator, but the creator who created everything that the content creators see, touch, and etc. I don't know. I like feeling small. Like, all my problems kind of melt away when I'm like overlooking a valley, or like seeing like an epic scene or whatever. So if I could like paint the perfect channel where I'm just absolutely rocking out and totally happy, it would be, you know, hiking with my boys, going on adventures, like just like being kind to people that we meet, like sharing people's stories and encouraging them and building them up, and having adventures and building an awesome community. And I'm sure there's lots of that stuff happening. There's a lot of people doing that already, but it's like, man, that would be a dream, right? And I'm in the hustle and the grind portion of trying to even get that started. And it seems impossible. Seems like I will never get there. Like, you know? And it's hard, man. That's probably where most people give up. Like, you put yourself out there, you make videos, and then you get worn out and you don't see the results. Your channel stops growing. Like, you make a bazillion videos. It feels like nothing will ever work. But they do say you're one video away. Like, if I actually make one good video that pops off, like that'll be a game changer. I'm one video away. That's what all the gurus say. You're one video away from changing your life. And I don't know what that video is going to be. Because here's the scary part. Whatever that video is, people are going to want more of that kind of video. So you would want that video that pops off to be right up your alley. So like, I should never make a video that I don't want to make a million of. You know? Like, all of a sudden I get really random and I'm like talking about personal finance. Like, hey guys, I invested in silver. And then that pops off. And now I got 100,000 subscribers. But they just want to hear more about silver. And I have nothing else to offer. So then I gotta like be the silver guy. And I have no passion for it. I do like how it looks. And I do have like a white gold ring. I think it's silver and gold mixed together. I mean, but I don't know. I suppose I could do like mining videos. Like, hey guys, I'm mining for silver. Woo, you know. You could have fun with it. You could stretch it. I don't know. I suppose you can make anything work and like enjoy it. I don't know. But anyway, we're going up on an hour, guys. Hope everybody's having a great Friday. It is Friday, February 13th, the day before Valentine's Day. I'm just sitting outside of Walmart. There we have it. There's Walmart. Sun is just peeking up. Can't really see, but the sun is over there. I'm gonna run in, get some Valentine's Day presents. Like, I want to start like doing giveaways and making this channel like more epic and dynamic, you know? Like, I'm a very generous person by nature. So, I mean, honestly, there is a point where, like, if resources came to me because of my content, there's a point where I would no longer, you know, there's a point where I do not need money. And I would just invest in the channel, in the content, in people, in giveaways and stuff like that. Like, I think that's cool. Hypothetically, let's just say I work my, 40-hour-a-week job for the rest of my life. The only thing I'm getting out of it is I'll get to keep everything I currently have. And, I'll have to keep buying a new car to replace the old car. And I don't think I move anywhere. I don't think I gain anything more than what I already have. But if I put myself out there and do YouTube and, I can improve people's lives. Like, I don't really need a legacy because I am well aware that, life is short. But I feel like, while I'm here, I need to at least try everything humanly possible to have the biggest impact. Because you just have one life. And the best way I can see having an impact that might make a difference is like YouTube. Obviously raising my children and being there and being a good husband and like being kind to all the people I come in contact with. Like, I think that's far and above the most important. And I try to do that. Like, I try to be positive with my coworkers. Even if they're having a rough day, I'm trying to be optimistic. And, like, that's just who I am, Just, like, try to be encouraging or whatever. I don't try to pick sides and stuff. There are people that are not as kind to me, but I don't hold grudges. Like, I really don't. I like to figure everything out and just be consistent and be kind to people, even if they're not kind to me. Even the guy who I said picks on me, like, I'm not holding the grudge. It doesn't pay. Life is challenging enough, life is challenging enough. Why add stress to it by holding grudges? I mean, you do have to like be careful if somebody did you dirty, you know, because you gotta add a little bit of caution to how you interact and stuff. Because, you know, shame on me twice and 3 times, whatever they say. But I don't know. But anyway, just some dreams. They say don't share your dreams. I've heard that. They say don't share your dreams. Don't tell anybody your dreams. Because people don't really want to see you achieve your dreams, right? There's that jealousy factor. Like, because everything looks so easy for the people who got it put together, you know? And it's really hard. It's a lot of work. It takes a lot of dedication, a lot of focus. It's a lot of work to be, you know, to be one of these top tier kinds of people. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm a little tired, guys. I'm a little tired. I did not get good sleep yesterday. I might have got 4 hours like yesterday. But I feel like I've been pretty coherent for this amount of sleep that I've received. So anyway, hope everybody's having a good day. I'm gonna go shop for some Valentine's Day things to make things special for my children. Wishing you guys the best. I'd love to do a Valentine's Day giveaway or something. I just don't know how to do it. I don't know if there's like rules and regulations and like, I don't know. Cause you're supposed to like have like fair and transparent like giveaways. And I just don't, and you gotta like, there's like a bunch of legal stuff involved with that. And I just like, I've not made any money on this channel. I just don't know how to do a giveaway. But if I did, like, I'd love to give away like some Sweet Berry merch or something. I'm just afraid. I bought a bunch of Lego sets and I was gonna give them away on this channel, but I kind of realized that I didn't know how to give stuff away. So those Lego sets are kind of sitting upstairs in my garage the last 3 years. But I am looking to like do some cool stuff on this channel. So, you know, if you're one of those OGs that's watching this random live stream all the way to minute 63, feel free to drop some comments and some encouragement, because that goes a long way in motivating me, because I think we can do some special stuff. All right, guys, till next time. Berries are sweet, but life is way sweeter. See you on the next one.